A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters. We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Baby, y'all up in here today, aren't you? Welcome to the Q with Q live show. We do this daily political briefing Monday through Friday. Most of the time it's at 7, but I had to come through a little later today. Just got done with Bible study, but I am here. It is me, your host, Quentin R. Giles, but if we're going to be friends, then you know you have to call me Q. Do me a favor real quick. If you are ready and pumped for the show, go ahead and like this video, baby. Like this video and share it with one of your friends and family, because the people need to know what's going on. We have things to talk about. I have my notes. We have things to discuss today, but we have to do a little bit of housekeeping. Y'all already know, baby, I be down there with the people on the goalie. The people said they still doing 20% this week. Okay, so you can get your goalie apple cider vinegar gummies 20% off. I'm going to drop the affiliate link in the chat right now. So you can go ahead and get those at a 20% discount right now. It is an affiliate link, so they do pay me a commission, just full disclosure. And that link also will give you other ways you can support and help me as well. Now, before we, Correa says she got hers. I see you in the comments. Before we get into it, I need to say dissent, not disrespect. Based on the amount of people I'm looking here on my screen that are in this one, not way more, but it's a good amount more of people that are already on as soon as the show has started. So we welcome dissent. We welcome you to disagree in the comments or to agree, whatever and however you choose. But what we don't do here, what will get you blocked real quick, fast, and in a hurry, is disrespect. We do not do disrespect. We do disagreement. We do dissent. We don't do disrespect. Now, if you're also new here, you know we have an unofficial co-host. Baby, they down there on the YouTube. Tammy Thurston is our unofficial co-host. I see Tammy's in the chat. Shout out to you, Tammy. We know you went to go see your aunt last weekend. I see Shannon Collins. Happy belated birthday. Everybody say happy belated birthday to Shannon. She celebrated a birthday this week. And our unofficial little brother, Jacob. He's in there. He's not in college. Not in college. He's not in class right now. So he gets to be here and chat with us. Now, baby, we are a community and a family. So I know some of y'all new here. Baby, everybody already know everybody. You're going to have to just jump in. So the 3 people we saying hey to, we saying hey to Tammy Thurston. We say hey to Tammy Thurston. We're saying happy belated birthday to Shannon. Okay, happy belated birthday to Shannon. And then our unofficial little brother, Jacob, he normally be in school. And we just found out recently that he's been streaming while he's supposed to be paying attention in class, but we did the show a little later today. So he should be out of class at this moment. Now, last thing before we get the show jumping, if you're watching on YouTube, there is a thing called Super Chat on the screen. I'll pull it up and we'll spend some time discussing whatever it is that you're saying. Typically the super chats are always related to what I'm talking about at the time, but if you got something else on your mind and you just want to throw one in there, then you do that and we will discuss it. We love super chats and love super comments, not only because it gets to display you and what you're thinking, but also because it pours into me and it helps me to continue to do this thing full time, baby. And we loves to do it full time. Okay. All right. Let's get into the news, baby. Let's get into the news. Let me get my notes. One more time, I'm going to drop the link one more time if you need to get your goalie gummies or want to check out the production move as well. If you check out the production expansion video in the link, you'll see where I'm moving to so we can set up the production. So I know I'm alert and riled up right now, but I do want to take a moment to say we passed a very, very grim milestone today. We have surpassed 300,000 COVID deaths in this country. Correll, I see your super comment. I'm going to pull it up in a second. We've surpassed 300,000 COVID deaths in this country. That is not something that had to happen. It is a shameful tragedy of our country. And I am encouraging everyone to make sure you wear your mask. Socially distant. I know it's the holiday time, but we just cannot continue on this track. We do not want to get into a situation where we are overloading the hospital system, and we just don't want to see more death that can be prevented. So shout out to you, Corel. Let me pull you up. This, everybody, is a super comment. If you're on the YouTube, you'll be able to do one of these. Shout out to you, sis. Support, support, support. Love the commentary as always. Thank you so much. Corel is an avid supporter. She supports all the time. So we appreciate that, sis. In other COVID-19 related news, actually, I kind of moved on very quickly. Let me make this point as well. Those 300,000 people that have gone, 300,000 plus, that's somebody, mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, friend, coworker. Those are people with extensions to this. So not only have they lost their lives, but their loved ones and their friends have lost someone too. So people, please wear a mask. Today I went to the gym earlier today. Y'all know I be masked up, socially distanced. And I saw somebody in there with the mask on the chin. That does not make sense. Please wear them and wear them correctly. Shout out to you, Raquel Ashley. Thank you so much. Just wanted to say thank you for being you. That's what she says. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really, really do. So in other COVID related news, baby, the vaccine is out here. The vaccine is out here. We will be talking vaccine for a little bit. After this, we'll be talking about Biden's electoral college win. And then at the a little later, we're going to be talking about Bill Barr and him leaving. Get into that commentary. That's coming up pretty soon. But we have the vaccine in America. It's being distributed in America. We saw a Jamaican immigrant Black woman over there, and I believe she was in Queens, New York, get the very first vaccine here in the country. Shout out to you, Clayton. Thank you so much for the super sticker, my brother. I love to see it. Thank you so much. Clayton, you all right? Boys is fly and they Abby. Okay. And shout out to you, Shamira Artist. I'm at work now in Texas. My hospital is packed. Wear a mask. I'm in Texas too. We need wear a mask. Somebody perfectly put it. Somebody perfectly put it, and I think I've said this before too. We have to keep in mind that other things happen. And so if our hospital systems get packed with COVID patients, what do you think is going to happen to the people having heart attacks that are bound to happen? The people having car accidents, the people having brain aneurysms. What do you think is going to happen? Doctors are going to have to make ethical decisions on who gets treatment. Basically, who gets to potentially live in the situation. And we don't want to get into that situation. Somebody said, how can I get to the Patreon? Here's the link again. If you hit that link, you can definitely subscribe to the Patreon. A fun thing we're doing on the Patreon too, we're doing one-on-one Zooms, and I've had some of them with some of the people. I know Tammy Thurston has done her one-on-one Zoom. Our unofficial little brother Jacob has done his one-on-one Zoom as well. It was a ball. It was a great time. So if you sign up for the Patreon, me and you get to do one-on-one Zoom chats, and we talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. I had a conversation about politics today. The other day, we just had a conversation about life. My other conversation today on the one-on-one Zoom, we talked, somebody starting up a podcast and wanted to know, my thoughts on how to do that. So whatever you want to talk about, but you got to be a Patreon subscriber. Shout out to you, Shannon Davenport. Thank you so much, sis. And I see we have another super comment. Let's talk about this. Yes, wear your mask. I got questions. Wear your mask. It was a tough weekend at the hospital. Vaccine arrived at my hospital today. I'm going to get it next week. Let you know how it goes. We would love to hear that. And we found out last week, I got questions is actually a sis. So sis, we would love to hear how that goes and how your experience was with the vaccine. And so that's what we're seeing. People are getting vaccinated. I saw New York. I believe I saw New Hampshire or Iowa earlier as well. The vaccine is being distributed everywhere. Now, our brothers and sisters across the pond in the UK have already been getting that. And, I make little jokes like, we still looking. Y'all all right? Everything okay after you got the vaccine? You still smell? Okay, you still got two eyeballs, right? We're making jokes. We're making jokes. But seriously, from what I've seen from the doctors that are coming out, the vaccine was definitely developed in an efficacious way, which is a word I learned today. I didn't know that was another enunciation or another derivative of, efficacious. It's not efficiency. What word was it from? Oh man, I can't think. Efficacious, basically meaning it actually works. Shout out to you, Kanesia Oliver. So it was done in an efficacious way. I can't remember the word. It's the derivative of. Man, okay. Trying to have a smart moment. Anyway, I'll look it up again. But yeah, so it was basically done. It was created in a way that is actually working as intended. And efficacy. Thank you, Jacqueline and Jackie. Why? I was like, where did efficacious come from? I'm like, I cannot think right now. I gotta eat again too. Efficacy. Thank you. Efficacy. Thank you. See, this is what we love. The people in the comments, baby, that keeps me up on it. Okay, I just got a notification as well. Shout out to you, Shani Watson, that went ahead and signed up for the Patreon while we're on the live. You said you was, in that link. You said you was, and I also got an alert that says FDA approves GM pig. A genetically modified pig is free of a compound that causes allergies in some people. Baby, I'm not eating a genetically modified pig. I don't even eat pig like that no more. I don't even do bacon. I don't even do pork chops no more. Okay. But yeah, it was done. The vaccine was done in an efficacious way. Yeah, it was totally a brain fart. An efficacious way, and that it is safe. Now, I am always advocating. I'm going to continue to advocate for people to talk to their healthcare professionals, because what I choose to do with my body is what I'm going to do with my body in this vaccine. Please do not put your understanding on me. I am not a doctor. I am not a physician. I am not an epidemiologist. I am not in public health. Any of those things. I am going to make the decision that I deem is best for me, my body, and my physician if I choose to bring that person into my decision. Now, for you, the thing that I will encourage is for you all to talk about this with your physician. Talk about this vaccine with a medical professional. I don't encourage, even though I love you all being here, I do not encourage you just listening to me. I'm not a health professional, or listening to our favorite people on TV just because we love to hear them talk. If they're not a health professional, baby, if they not Dr. Tony Fauci, if they don't have experience in epidemiology, those are not people that we necessarily need to be listening to, because that's all opinion. So please take the moment to talk to a health care professional about the vaccine, and then you make sure that you are making the best decision for you and your family. Okay, so that's what we're seeing. We're seeing that whole thing go out. So we'll take a moment to see. Of course, Trump is trying to claim credit for the vaccine. I personally am going to give credit to the scientists who developed the vaccine. Trump didn't develop it. We can say it happened under his administration. Yes, he put government money behind to push it along, but the Pfizer vaccine as well was not a part of Operation Warp Speed. So there is context that needs to be placed there. You know, if there is a company that, well, what we don't do is this, Crystal, now come on, Crystal, what we don't do is that. Dissent, not disrespect. I'm looking at the comments, I'm monitoring them. Nothing that anyone has said so far has been disrespectful. People are free to support who they want to support. When it gets into disrespect, you will get blocked. So be warned. I am monitoring the comments. I'm looking at them right here. So I think that we need to put all of that into context about who we give praise to. But I'm going to say, well, congratulations to the scientists, because it was in record speed. And if it was done in an efficacious way and it's proving to be safe, then obviously go ahead and go forth with that, but make the best decision possible. Now, with that, we are going to have some real difficulties with this, because as of today, Biden officially is president-elect. Now, we knew he was president-elect a couple months ago. I mean, a month ago. That was in November. Yes, a month ago. But the Electoral College, came and met, and Biden will be sworn in. Kamala Harris will be sworn in as well as the VP, and they will take the power that we, the people, have given them. The issue, and we'll discuss the Electoral College a little more, but since we're on the vaccine, the issue is you do have a lot of people that are like, I'm not taking, shout out to you, Joan, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Oh, and a cute dog. Oh, y'all, I've been thinking about getting a dog. We talk about that sometime. Oh, cute dog. I don't know, though. I've been thinking about getting two. And once I was watching side note, I was watching YouTube videos earlier today about, should you get two puppies at one time and like what you should do. And there's this whole thing called kennel, or I don't know, litter something syndrome. Anyway, let me get back to the news. So the real issue is you're going to have people really not wanting to take the vaccine because Trump has been in the mix of it. And those are valid concerns, right? I've told you before, this is the same man that wondered out loud if we should inject ourselves with disinfectant to clean out our lungs. This is also the man that took that Sharpie and drew where the hurricane was going to go when it wasn't going to go, y'all. So your concerns are valid. Your concerns are all the way valid, especially when Trump comes into play. Now, what's going to be difficult for Biden is because we are seeing, healthcare professionals are coming out saying, that this was done. I'm going to keep using this word in an efficacious way. It's my word of the day. And so Biden himself has said, once Dr. Tony Fauci tells him that the vaccine is safe, excuse me, he will take it. We also have Barack Obama, Bush, and Clinton saying they will as well. So Biden is going to have to have this massive campaign to get the country inoculated, if you will, right? Just coming from a presidential public health perspective. He's the leader. He's tasked with, trying to keep the most people alive and safe. I'm really interested to see what the history books have to say about this 300,000 dying under Trump's watch and like them not really doing anything to curtail that. That'll be interesting in like 20 years, what the history books actually say about that. I know Neva Stevens. I know, I see your comment. That's actually correct. I know. And that's why they can stay. Dissent, not disrespect. So yeah, they can stay. So he's going to have a real challenge convincing people to take it and convincing people not only to take the vaccine, but to be safe. He's already called for the first 100 days. Shout out to you, Tiffany Mayfield. We'd love to see a super sticker. Thank you so much, sis. I like that blue. That blue is popping in that Abby. All right, sis, popped in. Pop. He's already called for masking for the first 100 days, right, of his presidency. So we'll see how that goes. Like I said, the Electoral College definitely met today. Here we go, D with the T. Do you believe they're using Black volunteers to push Black folks into getting the vaccine? Okay, let's talk about this for a quick second. I don't believe, yes and no, but let's put it into context. Do I think that there's some massive ploy to get Black people to take this vaccine? No. But what I do think is that they are understanding the history of medical abuses and atrocities to Black folks and Black folks not trusting it on top of the whole Trump factor, right? Because Black people repudiated Trump and said, no man, Pam, we're not voting for you. We reject you, right? So I do think in frontline workers, healthcare professionals that have already agreed to take the vaccine, and some of them may be mandated, specifically if they work in a hospital or a healthcare environment, have said, hey, I'm going to take this. I trust this. I come from this community. So I'll be out front to demonstrate that this is the thing that we can trust. So it's twofold. I think language is important. When you say to push Black folks, it almost has like, is there an insidious tone under it or ulterior motives under it? I don't believe so. I just think, this is a bad way of saying it, but I just think it's marketing at large. Also because Black and brown people are dying disproportionately with COVID-19 because we have all of these underlying conditions already. So I hope that answered your question. I don't think it's a ploy, but they are strategically, asking people. I've done commercials. I've done things where they are specifically looking for a Black man because they are targeting Black men for whatever the product is. So is there a target? Yes. Is it insidious? I don't believe so. Are people still asking about Patreon? Okay, so let me drop the link one more time. So that link, you can definitely join the Patreon. That is an exclusive place where we drop content. We do random lives over there, and you can schedule a one-on-one Zoom with me where you get to just like talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. So we've done some of those. Shout out to you, Tammy Thurston. Thank you for letting the people know in the comments. Baby, y'all need to watch this on the YouTube because the YouTube comments I'm monitoring. I can see every comment from Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter all in one place. Baby, the YouTube is where it's at. That's where everybody comments. So make sure you transition over to the YouTube. Down to the YouTube. Okay, Shannon Collins likes to make me cry. Let me tell y'all about Shannon because this is her second time giving this large of a super comment. And sis joined my Patreon, and on my Patreon, there's a feature to, I'm gonna put it out there, Shannon. Thank you so much. There is a feature to buy your membership annually, and she did that. And I'm just like, okay, so you want me to cry again? You want me? That's what Shannon wants me to do. Shannon wants me to cry. Don't let her fool y'all. Okay, let's read Shannon's comment and spend some time here because this is an amazing, super comment. There is also a booster shot after the initial shot. To see Biden and co take the initial shot, we need to see the second shot so the public will know the second shot. Will know this is 2-shot vaccination. Absolutely. That's such a great point. And I'm pretty sure that they are, I'm pretty sure that they are working on that. And let me say this. We are definitely going to disagree with the Biden administration once they get in. I can guarantee you because I'm way more progressive than Biden is. So please don't think as content as we keep going, I've been riding for Biden. That's because I wanted Trump out. Trust me, we're going to go at him. But what I will say is that Biden and his team is extremely competent. They understand. I think even though Biden wasn't my candidate, y'all know Elizabeth Warren was, he's perfectly positioned for the time, right? Such a time as this, with all the norms shattered from Trump, with all the breaking and all the dishonesty and all the corruption. Biden doesn't have to learn on the job, right? He knows the place. He knows how this works. Biden himself was it Zika? Ebola. No, Biden himself was tasked with overseeing Ebola and making sure Ebola didn't take out Americans. So he's perfectly positioned for this. So I have confidence in the fact that even though I promise y'all I'm going to disagree with this man, I hope y'all still stick around because y'all going to see I'm not as hard Democrat as you may think I am. I guess based on the circumstances with the two choices we had, it looked that way. I promise you we're going to go at Biden. But I am encouraged just with the team that he's putting them together, just with the amount of precision, the amount of tact that he has. I think that he knows that this is what he has to do. You have to get the word out that it is a 2-step thing. And so I would love to see, I said it on the Patreon, I guess it's been a while since people went to go see that exclusive because we talked about what I would love to see. I would actually love to see all the former presidents get it at the same time. Like Biden host an outdoor socially distanced event at the White House. And you see, I mean, I guess we could invite Trump, but don't give him no mic. But for the sake of consistency, inviting all the presidents to get the vaccine. Now, will Trump participate? Probably not. But if he did participate, don't give him no mic. He can't talk. He can't do no talking. But if we take him out, I would love to see Bush, Clinton, Obama, and Biden at the White House, like socially distant, taking their vaccine. I think that instead of them piecemealing it and doing it, one at a time, like that may work. But I think that camaraderie, especially because, I told y'all before, being a president is an exclusive club. Like that is an exclusive club. Not everybody gets there, right? So to see that exclusive club on display, getting the vaccine all together, I think would do much more good in pushing that. And then if they, especially to Shannon's point, if they come out right then thereafter to say, there is a follow-up shot, and then they do the follow-up shot as well on camera. I think that would be great. Y'all call Biden and tell him to come hire me for PR and marketing, communications, all that, because I got the visuals, baby. I got the visuals. That's what the people want to see. That's must-see TV. That is must-see TV. Shannon, I'm going to cry when we get off of here. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you for all the support. I truly appreciate it, and I truly love it. And it's your birthday, and you support me. Thank you so much. Thank you. We have another super comment here. Oh, wait. I just zoomed past it. Excuse me. We have another super comment. I think I saw from Crystal, Jasmine. So here's one from Jasmine. The Tuskegee experiment scared generations of people. I think convinced folks, but maybe have frank talk. Right. Like what happened in the Tuskegee experiment, for people don't know, like I need people to, I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time on the Tuskegee experiment, but everyone should Google it and Google what it's about and why Black people mistrust that. I'll say this. Syphilis was involved. That's my teaser for you to go and actually like find out what happened and what atrocity was done to Black people, to Black men, Black women, Black children with medical professionals and syphilis. And then you come back and then you let me know if you understand why black people are like, baby, I ain't going over there. And that's not the only thing, right? I can't think of his name. I talked about him before. They call him like the father of gynecology, who used to basically like perform gynecological procedures on black women awake with no anesthesiologist, or, you know, back then, because black people or black women didn't feel pain. So there have been ongoing medical abuses against black people. It's like a PTSD for us. It's a PTSD for us. So I need all of our new allies to definitely go Google the Tuskegee experiment with black people and find out like why. What's the foundation of the mistrust? And then still add the fact that the man that drew, you know, the Sharpie on where the hurricane was going to go was all involved in it and told us to put disinfectant in our lungs. Like that wasn't going to make us drop dead, you know, immediately. So all of that. Crystal Osborne, side note, your video on the Electoral College was amazing. I shared it everywhere. Helped me to understand the voting today. Thank you so much. Thank you. I guess I should promote that. So whenever we finish this live, definitely go to the YouTube. I did a video. It dropped yesterday about the Electoral College and explains it, its history, its racist history. If some people didn't know, it was actually one of the compromises that involved slavery and how you counted slaves. Even though slaves, black folks, didn't have individual freedoms, they were still used as political capital, almost political pawns, if you will. Some might say still being used as a political pawn, right? Or not viewing their vote as all the way valid, with what you see Trump and the Republicans trying to do with throwing out votes and targeting black folks. So, you know, just made that correlation. But thank you so much, Crystal. I enjoyed doing it. More content like that is coming. It is from my series called Civic Sessions. One of the interns created that this weekend, Civic Sessions. So definitely you want to make sure you subscribe to the YouTube to get just information that you didn't know, or maybe you did know and need a refresher, or you want to show your kids so it's easy to understand. Because, you know, that classroom be boring, baby. All that online learning, them churn board. Tell them, bring them on over here with Uncle Q. I'll teach them something real quick. Okay, another super comment from I Got Questions. As a healthcare worker, it really bothered me when it came out that the White House staff will be getting vaccinated in the next day or two. Oh, I had not seen that. I had not seen. But that's par for the course for them, right? They feel like they can just do whatever or skip the line. I'm pretty sure Biden and them are going to wait until it's widely available to people. I'm more than sure. Because that's how this thing needs to play out, right? Get the people that need the vaccine first, especially because we have a limited supply, and then go from there. I saw another, Kiana just gave a super sticker. I thought it was a comment. Thank you so much, Kiana. Oh, and I don't know if I said it, but thank you so much. I Got Questions. I really appreciate that. Let's see here. I think I saw, let me just scroll. Okay, cool. So there's that. So that's what's happening. When you say troll alert in the comments, are they being disrespectful, or are they just saying something you don't agree with? Again, we allow people to say what they need to say. Okay, Tea Sipper. Yeah, I did. There was another super comment. I almost skipped you. I'm sorry. Let me scroll real quick. Hold up. Okay. Let me get Tea Sipper's comment, and then we'll move on to the show, because we got to talk, baby. We got to talk about Bill Barr. We got to talk about that. Tea Sipper says, Ohio. Okay, I'm like, Ohio will be I think we should hold him accountable and critique Biden and his administration just as hard as we did as Trump. Okay, well, I don't know what you were saying in the beginning. Sorry, sis. Or, bruh, I don't know. It's a dog in the Abbey. But, baby, trust and believe I'm going to be on Biden. I'm about to be on Biden. But, you know, the beautiful thing about this side, as opposed to whatever the Republican Party is now, I don't know what that is over there, is that there's room for critique. There's room for factions. There is room to say, I don't agree with you, right? Like, if I don't agree with a policy position, I'm going to say, I don't agree with the policy position. If you do something out of pocket, I'm going to say, you're doing something out of pocket. And that's encouraged, you know? So, yeah. No, we're going to be, baby. But y'all, I told y'all, Biden wasn't my person. Biden wasn't my person. So we have some policy differences. We have some real policy differences that I'm not going to be down with. It's going to be a no man Pam for me. It's going to be a no man Pam. Let's see. Let's see here. I think I saw one more comment. Oh, a couple of them. A couple of them. Wait, why is this not popping up? Okay, Crystal Oliver Green, can you give your thoughts on DeSantis in Florida changing the administration guidelines for our state? He states only one round will be administered in Florida. When you say one round, are you talking about the vaccine? First off, y'all need to get rid of DeSantis. That's on period. Y'all need to get rid of DeSantis, period, because he is active. Hold on. Per the reports. Actively going after sis that was keeping track of COVID data, basically being Trump-like, opening things up, knowing y'all got all them old people down there that will be impacted by the virus. So y'all need to get rid of DeSantis. Say what you want to say about Andrew Gillum and the scandal. If I could, I would vote for Andrew Gillum today. Like, I think Andrew Gillum probably would be a better governor than Ron DeSantis, scandal and all. Demora, thank you so much. Q, I love your work. I learned so much from you. Thank you so much. Deshauna Gaither says, I just want to say, oh, y'all being so nice. I just want to say you have helped me understand all of this political stuff. I wasn't into it until I started following you, but I always vote. That is why I do this. Like, I want you to be an educated voter. I want you, like, whether you agree with me or not, because I promise you, as Biden moves forward, I'm probably going to ruffle some of y'all fellas. Hi, I'm Quentin. But the point is for you to make up your own mind, right? I'm going to give you the news. I'm going to still give you my opinion, but you make up your own mind with the facts. So thank you. That's super encouraging, Deshauna, because that is the mission. Yes. Thank you. Lacinia James, my son and I enjoy the videos as well. Your content always sparks a conversation with my son. How old is your son? We love to see it. We love to see young children being politically engaged and involved. Okay. We love that. Okay. So here we go. Okay. I see a troll. Let me go ahead and block you. Let me get you out of there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I saw one. Okay. That one's gotta go. So yeah. All of that happened. All in all, like I said, the Electoral College voted today, and Joe Biden officially, Kamala Harris officially, is the president and VP elect. They will be sworn in January 20th. Period. Point blank. That's it. We can wrap it up. We can probably stop talking about it. Also, I'd like to mention as well that Joe Biden there is a historic win. 7 million votes in the popular vote. 7 million. Like, that's crazy. That's definitely crazy that he got that many votes. Somebody made a mention. No, I'm not gonna say that. Okay, yeah. So 7 million votes. That's crazy. Now, other breaking news story, right? Other breaking news. Oh, she said 12. Oh, your son's 12. Wow. That's what's up. That's really what's up. I'm encouraged to see that. Somebody just asked, it's not a super comment, but I see it in the chat, so I'm gonna just read it. I'm not gonna pull it up. What do you think about Paul Mitchell leaving the Republican Party and the statement he put out today? Good for him. I saw that. Paul Mitchell, basically Republican. He said he voted for Trump. He said he's Republican. He's voted for him while in office, 96% of the time. He said, but this perversion and trying to subvert democracy is something he can't stand for. He said he puts country before party, as it should be, as it should be. Country before party. And okay, y'all, boom. Okay, put that one up. Country before party, and just these baseless lawsuits, these baseless allegations that is actually very destructive. He said he cannot do it. He said this is not what he signed up for. He is not, like, he's a Republican, but he is not this. That's why I said earlier, I don't, whatever this Republican Party is, like, I don't know what they call themselves. Like, I don't know what that is. You won't catch me over there. The thing is, based like Republican, even though I'm super progressive by everybody else's standards, there are some Republican policies that I'm like, oh no, I would support that. But y'all be so full of racism and all this other stuff, baby, I can't get behind that. But there are certain things that again, not this new Trump stuff, that the Republican Party used to stand for. There were certain things that they stood for, that I was like, I would, I'd actually take some of that, and I'd take some of this, and I'd put that together. Like, that would be dope. But yeah, so that's what he's saying. He was like, I'm not this new form of Republican and whatever that is. I'm not that. So I say good for him. Good for him for putting party over country. That's what you're supposed to do. Like, you have a political party, but y'all supposed to love America, right? And this idea that somehow this was an illegitimate election is just a lie. It's a whole lie. So good for him. Good for him. Yeah, good for him. Joe Biden won for the 89th time. Right. All this winning. Remember, somebody said they get tired of winning. All this winning happening. It's a lot of winning. So in other news, another breaking story was that Bill Barr is resigning or leaving the Justice Department before Christmas. Now, we got this via presidential tweet by Donald Trump. He kind of praised Bill Barr on the way out. It wasn't one of those like nasty presidential tweets, but basically said that, oh, baby, let me get a goalie gummy. I ain't had no goalie gummy today. Or actually, I had some earlier. I ain't had none on the live. And said that, he's leaving and somebody else is stepping in, the deputy stepping in, yada, yada, yada. Well, the backstory, baby, get y'all some goalie gummies. These things are so good. They're so good. Hold on. They're so good. Baby, this your apple cider vinegar. Replacement. Oh, somebody said you meant country. What did I say? Did I say party over country? Did I say that? Sorry, I need to eat. I definitely meant country over party. I definitely over meant that. Sorry, if I said party over country, I definitely meant country over party. Excuse me. Yeah. So definitely get your goalie gummies. I'm gonna drop the link one more time. Oh, somebody's asking about the mug too. Yes, me and Tammy Thurston. Tammy, actually, I need to. You know what? That's actually my fault because we got the artwork and I hadn't done everything I needed to do on my end. But I did just drop the link. If you want to get you some goalie gummies, some of the apple cider vinegar. Again, they're running 20% off this week as well. It is an affiliate link. So full disclosure, if you buy through my link, they do cut me a commission. But they're good. Everybody been getting them. Apple cider vinegar, they taste good and they're nutritious. Little bit of energy. Somebody asked me the other day, they was like, well, what all is everything? I said, well, baby, let me just read the brochure. Aids in appetite control and weight loss, lowers blood sugar levels, improves immune system, contains highly nutritious infusions of superfoods enriched with vitamins, safe for tooth and animal, good taste, yummy smell, easy to take. There you go. Goalie gummies. All right. Back to Bill Barr. Back to Bill Barr. So so here's the word on the street. Because we found out some things. It's not just that Bill Barr is leaving, right? There's been contention ever since Bill Barr a couple of weeks ago came out and said, that there was no voter fraud, basically. He put out those memos empowering prosecutors to go out and investigate voter fraud allegations and all that, and nothing came out of it. And then he came out and said as much. Ever since then, we've heard that Trump has been upset with Bill Barr. And then I think what pushed him over the edge was, we talked about this last week on the live show. Definitely, y'all want to make sure y'all come to the live show every day, Monday through Friday. But baby, you got to subscribe to that YouTube, down to the YouTube, so you get the notification. Or the Patreon. Patreon people find out too. We found out about that Hunter Biden situation with the investigation around money and all this other stuff in foreign countries. Well, what we found out today was Trump was apparently upset because it came out after the election. And so I guess he wanted like a Comey moment. If you remember back in 2016, and maybe some were paying attention, maybe some weren't. I wasn't all the way in it like that then. But when Comey came out and re-announced this open investigation into Hillary Clinton and her emails, that was like, it shook everything because it was like a week or so before the 2016 election, which people attributed her losing to that outside of the Russian help as well, right? Because it casted a light like, oh, she's under, and it gave Trump a talking point. Well, I guess Trump is mad that this Hunter Biden story came out because it is being investigated by the DOJ after the election. He wanted it. I guess he's of the position that it should have come out before the election, because we did find out that they had been investigating him prior to the election, but apparently even to Bill Barr, so we'll give him a little bit of credit here, followed Justice Department guidelines and kind of held that information back as to not taint the election. Which on one hand, you would ask, well, why did you do all that to not tank the election? But then you kept running around here entertaining Trump and his potential allegations of voter fraud. Like, that doesn't make sense. So you knew, the voter fraud thing is not a real thing, but you still entertained him, which is crazy. So we've already, and Wilmy D, I see your super comment. I'm gonna definitely come to you for sure. We've seen this tension, if you will, building up. And so now I guess Trump has allowed Bill Barr to leave because he had a letter of resignation and he got the nice tweet and all this other stuff. But per the reports, Bill Barr wanted to resign because he didn't want to be fired after Trump started, rage tweeting at him the other week or so. So he decided he was going to step on down. Now I say, well, why now? I mean, shoot, Trump about to leave in about 30 days. He'll be out of there in 30 days, about to go ride this thing on out. But, we have some pardons coming up as well that we've been talking about. So maybe Bill Barr didn't want to be, mixed up in that. I say good riddance, because it wasn't as though Bill Barr was actually acting like the attorney general. The attorney general is the people's attorney. Our tax dollars, my tax dollars, all y'all tax dollars fund his position. The attorney general, although it is a cabinet level, meaning that the president gets to pick the person and then they are appointed by the Senate. So it is a cabinet level position. But the position itself, you are the people's attorney. But Bill Barr been acting like President Trump's personal attorney. So it's no love lost for me. I mean, bye. I'm not crushed. I'm not shaken up about it. I'm not any of those things, because you have not been acting in the interest of the people. You've been acting in the interest of the president. So you've not done anything for me but get my tax dollars. So I'm not here for it. Wilmy D, thank you so much for the super comment. You say, found you on TikTok and absolutely appreciate your comment. Thank you for always bringing the breaking news. Excuse me. You are so very welcome. You are so very welcome. So, I'm not overly excited. I'm not, anything. Y'all leaving in a few weeks. Can a new attorney general do some damage on the way in? Can Trump do some damage on the way in? I mean, anything is possible, but I'm not here to fearmonger. We got 30 days. I'm expecting Trump to do any and everything that he wants. Any and everything in this time frame. That's what I'm expecting. Because that's who he's shown me who he is. So I'm not holding my breath. I'm not clenching my pearls. I'm not looking over my shoulder waiting on him to do something. I'm just expecting any and everything. He'll be gone January 20th. He'll be gone. And so whatever he does, I am comforted in the fact that even if he does the most criminal stuff and tries to pardon himself, we talked about this before on the live, it will go to the courts. And what we've seen of the courts, I've talked about this as well last week on the live, what we've seen of the courts is they're not just going with Trump for the sake of going with Trump. They're actually following the law. Supreme Court rejected this bogus voter suppression claim. Voter fraud claim twice. So can you imagine if he tries to pardon himself and it gets to the Supreme Court? Like, at a certain point, I would love for us to, get to a place where, yes, people are Democrats and Republicans and they have their ideology, but look at what they do. Look at what they do. What they do tells you what they believe and how they will rule. And so go ahead and try to pardon yourself. Try that. I don't think it's going to go all that well if it gets to the Supreme Court. That's just me. And what I think, but what do I know? I'm just telling you what I think. I could totally be wrong. Shout out to you, Brooklyn Nelson, for the super comment. Trump is about to act a number one fool. Oh, fool, not fool. He's having what? Oh, conniption fit. We got to get ready and pray. Listen, I'm ready. It is what it is. It is what it is, right? Just be ready. I mean, I'm expecting any and everything. I'm expecting any and everything. And since I'm expecting that, everything else is gonna fall below. Unless he just does something that completely blows my mind. But again, based on, how the courts have been ruling, not only the Supreme Court, but even Republican judges at the federal court, at the lower levels, Trump appointed judges, they've not sided with him. It can't be baseless. So I take comfort in that. Aaron E, shout out to you for the super comment, sis. Early voting started today in Georgia. Yes, it did. People in Georgia, baby, get out there and vote. Get out there and vote, baby. We need y'all to come on through. Wilmy D said it too. GA, get out there and vote. Please, Georgia, y'all got one job. Now, South Carolina, if anybody from South Carolina, y'all know we was banking on y'all. I knew all the other spots was a long shot, but we really thought y'all was going to get rid of Lindsey Graham. So since South Carolina didn't get rid of Lindsey Graham, Georgia, the pressure is on you. The pressure is on you. I need y'all to get Warnock and Ossoff in them seats because I don't want any room for Joe Biden to say I couldn't get anything done because I had a Republican Senate. I don't want any room for that. No room. Because then that I can't necessarily all the way hold his feet to the fire, right? Because if he does have a Republican Senate, then he might be blocked on a lot of stuff. So I need Georgia to turn up and turn out. Turn up and turn out. Vote, vote, vote. We need y'all. Tyler Perry, baby, make a movie today. Okay, make a movie in 2 days and get people out there to vote. That's what we need to see. Side note, speaking of Tyler Perry is donating $100,000 to the legal fund to Breonna Taylor's what boyfriend? Do you say, this is a real question, what do you call the boyfriend or girlfriend of a deceased person? Is he her ex-boyfriend? That's a real question. I don't know how to say that, but because if they were married, it'd be widow. But yeah, Tyler Perry is giving $100,000 to his legal defense fund because they're still going after him. So shout out to you for Tyler for that. But Tyler, come on and whip up a Medea production to get people out in Georgia to vote. Okay, significant other, I would say. Okay, so her partner, her significant other, former. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, come on. The movie needs to be called Medea Gets Out the Vote. Hello, somebody. Tyler Perry. Oh, baby, am I sweating? I get excited. I get excited on the line under here sweating. Medea goes to vote. All of that. Shout out to you, Latara. Thank you so much. Yeah, all of that. People, get the vote out there. So, guys, this has been fun. This has been great. We typically keep these things to 45 minutes. We are now at the 49-minute mark. I'm going to drop the link one more time. If you have any more super comments or super chats, please go ahead and drop those because once we end the show, sometimes they come in after the show has ended, and we want to make sure we get all of that. Again, this link that I'm dropping, you can watch the video of my production studio that's being expanded. Definitely go there. Once you click it, it'll say production expansion. You can watch that video, and if you want to support that movement, you can totally do that. Okay, Melanie, I see your super comment. I'm gonna get to it in a second. You can totally do that. That link also gets you the Goalie Gummies. That link, and it's the Patreon link. So if you want to join the Patreon and come on over there and have a good time, baby, we have a good time. Melanie says, please discuss what could happen on January 6th. Okay, so basically, long story short, what could happen on January 6th? Congress. Okay, so the Electoral College met today, right? They certified the vote. That's what it is. Well, that vote, that Electoral College tally, if you will, goes to Congress. Congress then receives it and accepts it, right? It's formalities, if you will. What could happen on the 6th of January is when Congress receives it. Here's another tactic that could potentially happen. Both chambers, somebody can raise up and say they object. So a senator can object to the vote that came in, or a congressperson can object to the vote that comes in. The thing is, even if that happens, most likely it'll happen in the House, not the Senate. I don't see the senators do that because even when you look at the lawsuit that the Texas Attorney General sent or tried to sue to get those votes thrown out, like no Republican senator signed on, but you had 126 Republican House Congress people sign on. So that's why I say most likely in the Congress. Both houses would have to agree to like not accept the Electoral College, which is not going to happen. So even if it did somehow flip and the Senate said, you know what, we're not going to accept the Electoral College, the House has to agree. The House are ran by the Democrats and Nancy Pelosi. So that's not going to happen. So it's another tactic. It's another ploy. It's not going to work. It's more political theater and shenanigans. We already know that Trump is raising millions of dollars with his Stop the Steal effort. It's another way to keep the Stop the Steal movement alive. And it's really tearing down democracy. It really, really is, because it's real people that believe that. I mean, y'all saw them in the comments tonight. It's real. The thing is, why I don't mind the men in the comments, as long as they're not being disrespectful, those are still real people that actually believe that. Now, there is some personal responsibility on them for what they are choosing to believe while the truth is in front of us. And at the same time, there is massive responsibility on the perpetrator of the lie. So that's what could potentially happen January 6th. Shout out to you, George Tate. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Somebody said, ain't nobody telling you to stop at the 45. Hold on. Okay, well, ain't nobody telling you to stop at the 45. I like to keep it at 45 minutes because I don't want to keep everybody, all night, because people got lives, people got things to do. So I try to keep the show to 45 minutes. We got a super comment here. That's funny. The doctor. Okay. The doctor. I'm from Albany, Georgia. They have already had issues because Warnock is coming to campaign on the same lot as the early polling location. Big mad. Why is that an issue? Is that against federal? Is that against state law? Because I know here in Texas, like our people can campaign at the polling spots, but they have to be a certain amount of feet away. So like typically they're always in the parking lot, but they can't so why? I don't know why that's an issue. Is that against Georgia state law? Let us know something. I see another one here. Tracy T. Excuse me. Are those who are resigning employable when all is said and done? Where do they go with Trump on their resume? Baby, down to Fox News, to OAN Network and Newsmax? Where else can they go? Or I guess like super private, hardcore conservative universities if they want to be professors. I don't know where they go. But I don't doubt that there's going to be a spot for these people. Like look at freaking, what is that man name that did Dancing with the Stars that came out there and lied to us about the crowd size as soon as Trump got inaugurated? Sean Spicer. We let him dance his way back into the good graces. Like, that's the kind of disconcerting part too. Like you can always Paula Deen that thing, right? So there is unfortunately still going to be a spot for the people that enabled this type of behavior and enabled all of this. I guess all of them are going Dancing with the Stars with the Tiger King lady. Side note, that's a movie I never saw. I never watched that. Something about that was like, Quentin, do not watch that. I don't have time for that. So yeah, somebody said that Shani said they write books and lectures. Yeah, they're probably gonna write books and all of that. So yeah. So anyway, again, this has been great, guys. We will be back tomorrow. I actually have a meeting tomorrow, but if you go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube, it will let you know when I'm it'll alert you in enough time to let you know when I'm going live. So tomorrow's will actually be a little later because I have a meeting. So I probably won't be able to do this live and this recap of the day until 8:30, maybe even 9 p.m. I just saw another super comment. Baby, y'all just gonna keep me here. Every time I try to close the show, y'all just go, okay, hold on. Let me get the super comment. Okay, so Miss Shamika, thank you so much, sis. Mrs. Shamika. Mrs. Shamika says, I saw on The View, the AG of New York Days, Trump can step down and have Pence pardon him for federal charges, but not state. Yes, and we talked about that once before on the live. One, just speaking to the psychology of Trump, will he actually do that? Would he actually step down and allow Pence to pardon him? That would actually be the smarter move as opposed to trying to pardon himself. That would be the smarter move because then the pardon could actually stand, right? And there wouldn't be a real challenge to it because he wasn't president and he wasn't the one giving it. But also correct, it does not excuse him from state crimes. And baby, our girl Letitia James, the AG, Attorney General, down there in New York, oh, she's coming from him. Cyrus Vance, the DA in Manhattan, coming from him. Potentially Audrey Strauss, the Attorney General, not the Attorney General, the Assistant Attorney General, the Federal Attorney General, not Attorney General, that's not their name. That's not their title. I'm sorry, I don't want to give y'all the wrong information. That is not her title. What is Audrey Strauss's title? They all gonna come from him, but she's at a federal position. Hold on, y'all. I'm glad I'm not on live TV right now. I'm live with y'all, but you know, we get to chill. I get to be informal. Audrey Strauss, the U.S. attorney, right? The U.S. attorney. So let me do that again. New York is not playing with them. The Attorney General for the state of New York, Letitia James, coming for him. Cyrus Vance, the prosecutor in Manhattan, coming from him. Audrey Strauss, which is the United States Attorney General, you know, so the federal government, they got their plants too, potentially coming from him. She's the one that's prosecuting the Epstein case. So I'm not saying Trump is linked to the Epstein case, but she could still have it could still be some criminality there from his federal crimes if he's not pardoned in New York. So they all coming for him. They are all coming for him. Period. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah. Let me take that off the screen real quick. Yeah, they're all coming for him. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Now, the people said in the comments, there's a troll. Who's the troll? Who is the troll? What did they say? I didn't see anything. Probably because I was looking something up. And I missed them. Child, let me catch the troll. So they can't come back in here no more. But anyway, guys, this has been a great night, a great live. Right now, what you see across your screen is another way for you to support. If you like, please don't break the bank on me, but if you feel so inclined to support so that I can continue to do this thing full time, please do so. Until next time, we'll be here on the live. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube, and I will see you later. A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters. We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts.